Welcome to the Daily Influence, where our mission is to deliver a daily dose of positive influence that can uplift you personally or be shared within your sphere of influence. While not every episode may directly apply to your unique circumstances, we strive to provide insights and inspiration relevant to most people's daily, weekly, and monthly lives. Whether you are tuning in during the morning, noon, or night, the Daily Influence is here for you. Listen, share, and embrace the power of influence in your life.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the I Am Team Daily Influence podcast. I am so excited for you to meet our guest today. Our guest is Melissa Cameron of the Boys and Girls Club of Elgin. We met through the Schaumburg Business Association, and she has a wonderful story to share with us today. So thank you, Melissa, for being here.
Thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it, and I'm excited to join you.
Can you tell us about yourself and what inspired you to start spreading positivity and making the difference in the lives of others?
Absolutely. So my name is Melissa Cameron, and I'm a senior director for community engagement with the Boys and Girls Club. And I have Schaumburg, Streamwood, and Hanover Park for our Boys and Girls Clubs. And I recently started this job within the past year. Before coming to the Boys and Girls Clubs, I was in the corporate world for about 25 years on the community engagement side. So I made the jump to nonprofit, and all of the great relationships I had working with nonprofits in my past role in corporate, I really knew that I wanted to move over to nonprofit and help make an impact in our communities. I had the fortune of being the only daughter of a mother who was the oldest of 12 and a World War II survivor, cancer survivor. And she really shared with me and my siblings a lot how much strength she had and her family had, but that they also didn't get where they were alone. They always had help, being a large family coming from the Philippines after World War II, moving to the US. And I had the incredible gift of having her as my mom for most of my life. Unfortunately, lost her the end of last year. But she told my siblings and I often that we're here for a reason. And it's not just about us. It's about helping others and about what kind of an impact we can make in our world. So to me, that was just a big gift that she left me with, is always thinking about what's the difference that I can make for others.
We at IA say that the influence that we have starts when, even before we're here on Earth, when our parents find out that they're pregnant with us. And we hope that throughout our journey, we're leaving positive influence on people so that it'll last long after they're gone. And I'm sorry to hear of your mom's passing, but it really sounds like she has left such a positive influence on you. So what a gift.
For sure. Yeah. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. What advice would you give to someone who wants to make a difference, but may not know where to start?
That's a great question. I would say in the work that we do at the Boys and Girls Club, we're often working with potential board members or donors or people that want to help support our mission and our movement, right? To help inspire young people that come through our doors to realize their full potential so they can in turn be caring, responsible citizens in our community. So we're often asking people to think about their time, treasure, or talent. Some people can offer all three. Maybe some are interested in one or two of those. And I would encourage people by having them start and recognizing what gifts you have. What do you have to offer? And then thinking about what you're good at and what you're passionate about, right? Are you a great connector of people? Do you have a heart for children and youth? Do you have a heart for hunger issues? And then kind of taking that passion and your gifts and putting those together to find out where it is you want to serve. And then look for those opportunities to use those passions and those gifts together. And just, be open. You never know where it might lead you. right? You might come to an event where you're helping with hunger-related causes and then find something else or a different way to serve that maybe you haven't thought of. So I think it starts with just thinking about what your time, treasure, and your talents are, and then where you have the heart to serve.
That is a great starting point. Time, treasure, and talent. I love it. The 3 T's.
Yes. Easy to remember, right?
Yeah, very easy. Thank you for sharing that. Can you share any specific strategies or initiatives that you've implemented to promote positivity and make a lasting impact on your personal or professional career and circles?
Yeah, so thank you for asking that. I feel like I'm a very social person. I'm the kind of person that I love connecting with others. I love taking time to have coffee or have lunch with others and just talk about life and just, what's going on in each other's lives. And I have like everybody, probably you have a core group of friends that you'll go to first and spend time with in addition to getting to know others. And I started what we call coloring for a cause nights with my friends. And we will sometimes meet somewhere and have a glass of wine, but we'll color cards or color these index cards for people who are going through depression or who are isolated. We've colored cards for people going through cancer. And it's become a fun night out for our friends, but also my friends are always asking, when's the next one? When are we going to color? Because everybody enjoys that act of just coloring. First of all, if you haven't picked up a colored pencil or a crayon in a while, it's so relaxing, right? I've seen people doing this at the airport. But at the same time, knowing that card or that note is going to go to lift up somebody who may be in need, I think is even more impactful. So I think that's something that when I get together with friends, we try to make some kind of purpose out of that and encourage each other and just know that we're going to encourage somebody else in the process as well. So just, coloring for a cause over a glass of wine.
That's a great idea. I love that. I could see that spreading as a movement.
Yeah, it's easy to do. All you need are some coloring pencils and some index cards.
Very cool. Thank you. What message or words of encouragement would you like to share with our listeners who aspire to make a positive difference in the world?
I would start by remembering that someone survived so you could be here. And that was something I had the fortune of hearing from my mom often growing up. I have daughters of my own, and she told my daughters that. And, having survived World War II at a young age, I think it was something that was very powerful that she would tell us to say, I survived for a reason, so you could be here. And that really stuck with me and has now stuck with my daughters. And I hope will keep passing on in our generations to come, is that you're here for a reason. And that's a powerful statement. Somebody came before you and survived so that now you could live and be here. And so remembering that it's not just about us individually, it's about, what impact we can have on others and why we're here. And that's just something to me that is a message that really resonates throughout our family because my mom told it to so many of us often. And I am very fortunate that she did that.
It's wonderful that she shared that with you. We firmly believe that here at the IN Team series, that as humans, our most important responsibility is our influence. And that's the influence we have on ourselves and those around us. And someone had to come before to have that influence to pave the way for us so that we can continue to have that influence. So thank you. Is there anything else that you would like to share with our listeners?
I will just share too that a lot of our influence and our background it shapes us, right? Who we are. And it doesn't always come from positive places. There's good and bad, but that good and bad shapes who you are. And I think about my mother's journey and her influence that she had on my life as her only daughter. And, it's not to say my dad, my brothers weren't important in my life as well, but I think my mom shaped that strength in me and now in my daughters by sharing her stories with us, good and bad. And we know that there had to have been challenging times during war, right? There had to have been challenging times being the oldest of 12. But I think that good and bad shapes who you are. And it's an important part of our process, an important part of why we are, who we are today.
I couldn't agree more.
Mm-hmm. And I also think it's important to pass that along to younger generations. Like in our work here at the Boys and Girls Club, there's so many stories, right? There's so many great stories of just hearing about kids who come through our doors and what their needs are. And it's important. Don't keep that wisdom to yourself. Make sure that you're sharing that with others who come after you.
It's wonderful. And your organization is a wonderful organization that provides that to those kids in your communities. Thank you for doing that for the kids.
Absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome. If people want to get in touch with you or the Boys and Girls Club, how can they do that?
Sure. Well, they can. Our website is really easy to remember right now. It's bgcelgin.org, and you could find out more there. If anyone wants to send me an email, I'm at mcameron@bgcelgin.org. Would love to connect over coffee and learn more about you and share more about the work we do. If you ever want to learn more, we're always looking for new volunteers, board members, and supporters so that we can help encourage kids in our community who need us most.
And I can attest, Melissa is a great networker, a great connector. She's very social and outgoing. We see each other at a lot of networking events, and we just help keep spreading that positive influence to as many people as we can. So, Melissa, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate having you here. And thank you for those listening to our Daily Influence podcast. If you are interested in joining us on this journey and sharing your story of spreading a positive influence, please reach out to us. We would love to hear from you. I hope you have a great day and make it a positive one. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.